Okay, if you are struggling in your relationship with God, you're going to want to hear this. Listen to this. Two things. These two things have completely helped my relationship with God. The first thing is when I am praying, because prayer is a huge part of growing a relationship, talking to God. When I am praying and I'm talking to God, I'm not talking to Him like, oh, my Father, thou. No, I'm talking to Him how I'm talking to you. It is a relationship, and I'm being myself, and I am talking to my Father as if I'm talking to my Father here on earth. See, I learned about God's personality at a very early age. And the quicker you start to put Him in your reality, instead of picturing Him as a far fetched, far away God, you will see Him show up in your life. You will literally feel Him, like God is here near us 24/7. So if I'm doing something and I stop and I'm like, Dad, God, like, should I do this or should I do that? I'm literally talking to Him. He's a part of every waking day of my life. And then the second thing is, this is key. When I talk to God, or if I ask Him a question in conversation, I need to stop and listen. So if I say something, I'm like, Dad, Lord, should I do this? Should I apply for this job? Should I do this? I will stop and wait for an answer. And I guarantee you, the first thing you hear is most likely coming from God, because you have already set the atmosphere by talking to Him. So that response that you hear in your mind, that initial response, is from God. And if you don't hear anything, it's not that God isn't listening to you. That just means not yet, not right now, don't move. We never want to move on our own terms. Yes, He gives us free will, but we never want to go before God, because that's how we end up in poor decisions in life. The second thing that really brought me close to God was obviously reading my Bible. I've talked about that so many times. But in reading my Bible, I do not picture these people in the Bible in the desert 5,000 years ago. Like, no, I picture them like my neighbor, like my coworker, like me, you, like literal people in today's time. Because if you read the Bible, you will realize that nothing is new under the sun. They're literally going through the exact same scenarios and problems and callings that we are going through today. Sarah and Abraham were waiting for their child. How many people do you know were waiting for a child and God has blessed them with a child? Ruth and being a widow. How many people do you know were a widow and were remarried? Like, these are literal things. Jonah running from God's calling. How many people do you know had a calling in their lives early on? They ran from God and now they're living in their purpose. These people were literally going through the exact same things we were going through. Sibling rivalry. David had the spirit of lust while he was trying to follow God. Like, these people, when I'm reading the Bible, I'm picturing people that look just like me, people that live in my neighborhood, literally. Like, that's how you have to do it. Again, the more you put God into your reality and stop considering Him as a far fetched, far away, out of touch God in heaven, because yes, He's in heaven, but He's also here with us every day. When you place Him into your reality and literally make Him the center of your life, I guarantee you will grow that relationship with Christ and you will hear Him more than you have ever heard Him before. I hope that helps. I hope that bless somebody. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video.